Oh, welcome to the Red Men TV. I'm Chris Page at Liverpool. Have just drawn 1-1 with Leicester. It was an unbelievable start to the game, wasn't it? I think it was about 2 minutes 6 seconds, something like that. I don't think Leicester had touched the ball. Liverpool had put the ball in the back of the net. Sadio Mane with a great finish, little flick from Roberto Firmino after a pass in from what looked like Andy Robertson from my view in the Kop. And that first 10 minutes, I thought we were going to steamroll Leicester. I really did. We came out there, we were quick, we were fast, we were one goal up, and it looked like we were going to have our way with them. It didn't turn out to be the case. Leicester, to their credit, fought back into the game. They were well organised, they were difficult to break through. I think the movement at times from Liverpool wasn't up to scratch, if I'm honest with you. I think in an attacking sense, I know they were playing with a low block side. They made it very difficult for us. They cramped the space and they made it very, very difficult for the likes of Roberto Firmino, Shaqiri, et al. To get into the game. I think, players who stood out to me, I thought, first of all, I thought it would be Jordan Henderson who started at right back. He did start at right back, and it was his crossing, I think, was probably the reason that he got the nod at right back. And a couple of decent crosses there from him, maybe 3 or 4, and fizzing across the box, and one over late to Roberto Firmino, who takes it down and nearly scores towards the end of the game. I thought he was good in that position. The one thing that I would say is, I thought first half especially, because he was in front of me when I was in the Kop, he was talking to Shaqiri a lot and actually having a bit of a moan at Shaqiri, like, get there, that you're supposed to be there, I need to be here and stuff. And maybe Shaqiri let him down a little bit in a few situations, but ultimately I think he held up pretty well in that right back situation. I think the other talking point was who's going to start in the middle of the park. Naby Keita started with Gini Wijnaldum in the middle of the park. First of all, Gini Wijnaldum, I just thought he was imperious again. I love the way that he fights for everything, the way he uses his body, doesn't give the ball away often, and it was another good performance by him. Alongside him, Naby Keita. I've not seen Naby Keita, I don't remember seeing Naby Keita in a two-man midfield. Thought he looked much better there, to be honest. I think first sort of 15-20 minutes maybe gave the ball away a couple of times, but he put himself about that first half, and he probably ran himself into the ground a little bit, if I'm honest with you, and that was one of the reasons that he was substituted for Fabinho. Lallana was introduced at the same time. Shaqiri was the man to come off for Adam Lallana, and I've got to say I was a little bit disappointed with him. I noticed a few things first half with Jordan talking to him. I've mentioned it already. He wasn't able to get into the game too much in an attacking sense for me anyway. It was one ball, nice ball first half down the outside to Mo Salah, who I thought looked dangerous when he went over to that right hand side looking to cut in and stuff. The pitch, I think, and the weather had a big impact on this game, especially as Liverpool have just come back from warm weather training in Dubai. Now I know that the reason that they go over there is to get their fitness levels up, and working harder in warm weather, it will increase your fitness long term. Felt like they should have probably gone to Norway to train for tonight's game, if I'm honest with you. Have a little bit of play in the snow. Actually, if they'd have just stayed in Liverpool, we've had some cold weather, they might have got used to it. You just get them inside Melwood and a bit of a sweat box, get the heaters in there, make it hot, make them train in there, and then get them outside playing on the snow. But I do jest. I do feel like the pitch certainly had something to do first half, because the snow started to come down really heavy during the warm-ups, and the groundspeople didn't have enough time to sort of clear the areas. At half time they did do that. They cleared the final third for Liverpool, and I thought our touch was much better in that. A lot of times during the game I felt people were miscontrolling the ball, and that was probably down to the speed of the ball bouncing off the surface and stuff. And sometimes, especially first 5 minutes, the ball was holding up in the snow as well, I noticed a couple of times, and that can be difficult, isn't it? You've got to trust that you know exactly where that ball's going to be landing. But equally, I say all this, works both ways. Leicester dealt with it pretty well as well, to be fair to them. I think Liverpool probably had, maybe by the last 15, we were creating chances, but nothing concrete. Sturridge takes a little bit of a pot shot after, I think it was Wijnaldum was maybe fouled. Oh no, it was a great tackle actually by their number 38, the lad who come on. Absolutely unbelievable tackle, and then Sturridge hits one over the bar. The substitutes, Daniel Sturridge for Roberto Firmino, I'll be honest, I didn't really understand why we did that, but you know what, if Sturridge bangs one in, then you understand exactly why. Ultimately, it's a disappointing result for Liverpool. Chelsea got hammered tonight, Tottenham come back from a goal down to get the victory, I believe, and to draw at Leicester after last night, and Rafa Benitez doing Liverpool a favour, getting that result against Manchester City, you can't help but feel like it was an opportunity missed. But ultimately, after this game week, we're 1 point further ahead of Manchester City. 5 points is a better gap than 4 points, and we've got another game closer to the end of the season. So as disappointed as I am in Liverpool's overall performance, and the fact that I don't think, you know, Leicester had a lot of chances. The referee was poor during that game. I don't think Harry Maguire should have been on the pitch. Looked like a pure professional foul as the last man on, I think it was Sadio Mane, and some outstanding performances from the likes of Sadio Mane, who was dangerous throughout the entire game. I think you've got to just say that a draw is, you take the referee out of it, a fair result. Maybe Liverpool probably should have done more to try and, you know, win that game, and I'm ultimately disappointed, but 5 points is better than 4, and that's what I'll be taking away. Let me know what your thoughts on that game in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Red Men TV on YouTube, and don't forget to check out the redmentv.com tomorrow, where we'll be doing the final, where there'll be a stats and tactics, a man in the match show, all kinds of stuff going on there. It's £5 a month, first month is free. Ta.